have today taken this company to be a Maharatna, to be a company with the largest market cap in India, and probably historically in last about say 2 decades, consistently one of the largest profit grossers in this nation. We have had a very big contribution in securing the energy security of the nation. Of course, we couldn't keep pace with the rising demand, but I would say that the company that can definitely take pride in doing a lot for this country in the past. Talking about the future, as we know that there is a very rapid erosion of experienced manpower in this company by virtue of a predefined date. The day we acquire the age of 60, we are supposed to say goodbye. And this is a very apt occasion, I would say, because of the COVID contingencies, we couldn't, not everybody is here. It is essentially a congregation of very senior people in ONGC who may be in this company for about next 5 or 6 years. And then we have another breed which is about maybe with a gap of 10 to 15 years have to take the owners of this country. So I would urge all of you to please ensure that when we pass the baton on to the next generation, they are prepared, they are powerful enough, and they are competitive enough to win the race. So I think we can take this pledge on this occasion, being the senior, taking the onus, taking the responsibility to pass on whatever we have to the younger generation, because they would be required someday to take a big leap of 15 years. So I think we reiterate this, and we need to walk that extra mile to transfer the knowledge. Business as usual case not done. Well, company in general has done very, ONGC has been very resilient, and I recollect the last Republic Day speech and other things in between, where we knew that we could actually fend off the threats and dangers of pandemic. And last quarter results or last 2 quarter results very clearly demonstrate that we have perhaps come out of the trap. Profits are showing up, things are doing pretty well, and in the shade of these results, or in the light of these results rather, let us not say shade is a little negative. In the light of these results, I would say that everybody, starting from the ENP, from the support services, from the administration, medical, everybody have contributed immensely to fight through the trough of the pandemic and come out victorious. So my congratulations to all ONGCians on this. Southern region per se, we have various units here. We have 2 basins, we have geophysical services, we have RCC, and we have a huge backup system for ourselves. Geophysical services to start with, because there's a term in English which is called nomad, and in Hindi it is called banjara. So hamari geophysical services is in the nomadic mode nowadays. Last 2 years they couldn't get to work in KG and Kaveri basin, so kahin jungle mein ghum rahe hain, Vindhyan mein, Bengal mein, and I must compliment the geophysical services for doing break-free operations despite the threats of dealing hundreds of non-ONGCians every day, the contact personals, with whom it's very difficult to really ascertain that all of them are vaccinated, or whom are they contacting when they go out of the duty and all that. It was a remarkable job, and I must compliment Mr. Tandon and his team on this. Thank you very much, Mr. Tandon. Completing the targets, one very remarkable thing what geophysical services has done is that 508 system spares which were available with us, by buying an additional license for a very small sum, they could raise one more instrument and acquire a significant volume of data, the cost of which would run to maybe, if the data cost also is included, it will not be less than 40 or 50 crore rupees. So my congratulations to you on that. And this has been recommended to the corporate award section as a top innovation, and those things will be decided in due course. medical. So, because of the pandemic during the last 2 years, COVID-19, perhaps medical was the most crucial and critical department for all of us. If we have been able to run the company all right, if we have been able to fight the pandemic, if we have been able to continue the operations without any visible interruption, I think HR, to start with rather medical, HR and all support functions really deserve a very big applause for them. So my congratulations to support system, which kept the company running during the very, very tough times. A lot of initiatives have been taken by a combined HR and medical team, like almost for the separated employees also the systems have been generated where they don't really need to visit the office. Let's hope that all these things, because they are senior citizens, are more vulnerable to all that. Plus other things like we have separate space has been provided on the 6th floor and all that. But nonetheless, medical and HR needs to be complimented for taking the work center through unharmed almost last 2 years. And there was only one casualty in the first wave, Mrs. E. Sumati, and we are lucky and blessed that there was no casualty in the second wave, or rather in the third wave also, and hope that we pass through this unharmed. And we know that nothing would work if other services like maintenance, Infocom, are not up to the mark. This is sort of a chain, and if and the strength of the chain is as much as its weakest link. So because we could go through, we could be successful. That means each and every function has been working all right. So my congratulations to maintenance, transport,